Hi, this is Clay Dixon. Joining me is Grayson Brookshire, and here we are at the fourth race of the day, the Class 2A Girls Cross Country Championship, and the gun is off, and they are away. We got a 400-meter straightaway. You'll see them come through. Be looking out for Michaela Reinhardt, your defending state champion. She's been the basically the best runner in Kentucky all season. She's got a 17:25 PR, ran at the Trinity Valley Invitational in Tom Sawyer State Park up in Louisville. She's won every single race except for that one, which has a lot of the best runners in the eastern side of the United States. So only one defeat all season. That's Michaela Reinhardt.
Some girls may do very well here.
Grayson, who else should we look out for?
Yeah,
Well, there's always
they
the
both have gone sub 20.
Rockcastle County girls, as they always produce a bunch of young talent. Victoria Dotson out there right now leading the charge. There's also a couple of Ashland Blazer girls out up at the front, as you can see there, and they are looking to make a mark. I believe that is Rebecca Howard and
Alice
Thornberry. So those two are going to try to go after those top 15 spots as well, competing for their team and their individual position.
In the last few years, I've been seeing Christian Academy of Louisville do well in Class 2A, so you got to be looking out for them. I believe they are led by Clara Lynch, also one of the top runners, Madeline O'Day, and a young runner, Kaylee Wilson, an 8th grader, who's been doing very well this season. But as you were saying, we got Michaela Reinhardt, well, 17:25. That's your top, your favorite right now. She's got a huge lead right there. Also, be looking out for Victoria Dotson. She's been setting the this season on fire. She started off a little slow in the 22s and 21s, but the last few races she's been doing 19s and 18:59 at the Meet of Champions a few weeks ago. Won her region and back to the race real quick.
And there's Reinhardt in a blistering 5:17 first mile. She is taking this out hard and not looking back. As you can see, this huge lead she has on the rest of the field. And 5:17 is fastest.
16:40 pace.
Yeah, that's the fastest first mile I've seen at the state meet for any female.
That's faster than a lot of these girls' PRs.
As Dotson comes around in about a 5:35, and then the chase pack behind her, as you see, just crossing that mile marker, is about 5:44 to 5:48 or so. So Reinhardt already has a 30-40 second lead on the rest of the field just after the first mile. We'll see if she can hold this pace, because if she does, that's a huge PR and state record, but this second mile is a lot tougher than the first one. So
state record held by Gabby Karras, who believed she did a 17:27, which is just a couple seconds slower than Reinhardt's PR. Reinhardt this season, she's run here at the Lexington Catholic Invitational, placing first, 17:33. So that could very well happen. That's the only race she's done here this season. Ran at the Wendy's Invitational, placing first place at 17:57. So this girl, she's really setting the cross-country courses on fire.
As you saw, a couple of the Ashland Blazer girls up there, a couple of Highlands as well, as two more Highlands pass. As we pan back to your leader, at a mile and a half, she was about 7:55. So she is still pushing hard as she goes up to that uphill.
All right, a little bit about the team race real quick. Be looking out for, like I said earlier, Christian Academy of Louisville. They have a pretty solid 1-2-3 punch in the top 10 or 15 to be expected. Highlands, be looking out for them as well. Those two will probably be your best bet for first or second. So be a battle between them. Other teams to be looking out for in the top 5 or 6: Lexington Catholic, North Oldham. Boyle County has a couple, or a good runner out there. Elizabethtown has a few up front as well. So just looking out for them.
As you can see, that's the big chase pack of about 10 girls. Dotson had a pretty solid lead on the chase pack as well. So Reinhardt, Dotson, and then a chase pack of about 10.
last year. This was won by Highlands with a score of 53, North Oldham 85 in second, and Lexington Catholic with 197 for your top 3 teams. So just a little bit of history on there. But we'll be back to your leader in just a second. There she is, coming over the hill already. Again, we had her down at about 5:17 for that first mile, so just really going at it today. It's her senior year. Seen her run since she's about probably 7th or 8th grader now. I remember racing Gabby Karras from Martha Lane Collins, and then yeah, now she's just dominating 2A.
As you can see, she's going down the hill as the other girls are coming out to the top of it. As that's Dotson.
Looks like Warren East. That's Emma Steff from Warren East. She did a 1903 at the Lexington Catholic Invitational, placing 2nd behind Michaela Reinhardt. She won her regional meet, won the Sky Conference meet, Bowling Green and Warren County Championship. So be looking out for her. She came in 11th place here last season.
And we're still on Reinhardt. She just powered down that hill. As you can see in the back screen, most of the girls are still going up the hill. Just an idea of how much of a lead she has right now and how hard she's pushing to really maintain it.
I really wish she could have raced Gabby Karras just one more time at the state meet and really see how they pushed each other. That would have just, man, they could have really lowered that course record by just, I don't know, could have been like 17 low, maybe even, dare I say, sub 17.
Oh my
they had to push each other. Today, though, I mean, she is out on a really fast pace, but in the previous 3 races, we have yet to see anything really impressive, super impressive. No state record or anything like that just yet. Like last year was just like almost like a track out there.
It was insanely quick. PRs for almost every class, every runner. But we'll get back to the race going on right now as Michaela Reinhardt goes through the 2 mile in about 11:22. So that was around a 6:04 second mile. So definitely a lot slower than a 5:17, but still on a very fast pace. It's 11:22 through the 2 miles. So Reinhardt really holding strong.
Yeah, this is really one of the hardest parts of the course with the hills and the turns, and usually it's the windiest part too. So she really, you see, she looks like she felt it on that last mile, but the second mile, on the final mile, she should probably go back down to about 5:40, 5:50.
Well, once you hit the 2 mile, you got about 600 meters that are kind of winding up and down some hills, and once you get out of that, you got a K downhill. As that's Dotson coming through, still holding on to that 2nd position. And Warren East,
Emma Steff
still in 3rd. And then there's the chase pack of about 4 or 5 girls following them.
Yet to identify them just yet, but I do see, I believe that's Mercer County uniform. That would be Haley Blevins. She's raced quite a few times this season. I'm counting at least 15 races. She's won most of them, actually, only placing 2nd and 3rd in a couple of them. But she came 2nd in her regional meet. Her PR looks like is a 1933, or no, that's her season best. The 1933 ran at the Taste Creek Invitational. PR of 1923 ran at the state meet, placing 9th last year. Again, that was Haley Blevins, who she's only a freshman. We got a senior leading the group, and then it looks like 3 freshmen.
We got a couple of Christian Academy leading the way for their team up front. As you saw in that chase pack, there was two Christian Academy.
Can't wait 5 minutes.
No. Of course, Lexington Catholic and Highlands are going to be up there as well. As you saw a bunch of their jerseys coming through. As Reinhardt's about to make it into this last K of the race. into that final paddock and get all the cheering from the fans of this little cross section, and we'll see what she does as we'll take you to the 3-mile marker here in just a minute. Reinhardt approaching that. Reinhardt's still on pace for, well, she's going to have to kick it pretty hard, but she can still get under 18 minutes, which would be one of the fastest times for today, that's for sure, as she's approaching the 3-mile.
It's really saying something if you go sub 18 here on this course. It used to be thought of as a really slow course, but the last couple of years, mainly because of her, and they've really shown that this could be a fast course. She's coming in, leading the entire way. That is Michaela Reinhardt, the senior, winning this race again.
Defending her title, and she's going to
be a close one. See if she goes sub 18 here. Giving it that final push, knowing that this will be her last state meet here.
Everybody's cheering her on. And Reinhardt is your champion, and she gets under 18, 18:57, 58, or 17.
Yeah.
Does get the sub 18, so
got a huge
impressive, very impressive run, as you can see. Basically the whole straightaway.
She has a 300-meter gap on second place. That's just, she is in a league of her own.
But that is Victoria Dotson of Rockcastle.
The future of Kentucky running, I'd say. Here she comes.
We have 2 freshmen right now with 200 meters to go.
Looks like there's an 8th grader in there from Highlands. It's Maggie Schroeder giving a kick there.
There's Dotson. And Steph on your screen right now. Dotson coming down the finishing stretch, trying to hold on to that runner-up position here at the state meet.
She can give it a PR today. Or one of her season best. Sorry, she did 18:59 early this season. Looks like she's gonna be just over that, about a 19:0. And the Steph.
Comes up back and forth. We'll see what they all do. See if we have any hard finishes. And that was your top 6 so far. Top 7, excuse me. And you could just see even the chase pack had a big lead on the rest of the field. So you have about 7 or 8 girls that were kind of in their own zone up front, trying to battle it out for those top podium positions.
Christian Academy of Louisville, 3N. Really tough to beat that.
Sprinting hard to the finish.
3 girls under 10, or in the top 10. There's a couple of Ashland runners. Lexington Catholic has 2 in now. Highlands, a couple in. Looks like another pack of Highlands coming in. Christian Academy has 4 in now. But looking at it just roughly, I'm thinking Christian Academy is going to get the win here. They got, right now I'm calculating a 5, 7, and an 8 for their team score through their top 3, and that's going to be
3 in the top 10. That's a huge help to your team score.
Yeah.
Really, if you can get anything in a team score of under 90 here at the state meet, that bodes pretty well for a first or a second place spot.
Yeah. We'll get unofficial team scores to you in just a minute. We'll try and grab an interview as well, so stay tuned for that as we're wrapping up here. Alright, so unofficial top 4 teams. We got in 4th place Elizabethtown with 185 points. In 3rd place Lexington Catholic with 165 points. In 2nd place, the ladies from Highlands, that's 93 points. And with 64 points, the Christian Academy of Louisville for your state champions. be taking you to a quick interview with the Ashland Paul Blazer girls. They did quite well today, and they've been dominating the eastern side of the state, so stay tuned for that. All right, we're here with the Ashland Paul Blazer girls cross country team, and we just finished the 2A state meet. So, girls, what were your all's goal going into this? First of all,
have fun.
Have fun.
Have fun. Just do the best that we could today. Yeah. We just all wanted to just push as hard as we could, and just make sure we left this season knowing that we did our best. And just ran as hard as we could.
So now, after the race, do you think you met the goal of running as hard as you can? Just having fun.
We all ran great races.
We all ran like the hardest we could.
Yeah. A lot of us had PRs. Oh yeah.
Yeah. How many PRs we got?
1, 2, 9, you PRs? You got 2?
3.
3 PRs.
3 PRs. All right. So we had 2 girls in the top. Was it 15? 15. So just take us through your all's race. I mean, was it just like, did you expect that to happen, or?
Well, I'm sure Mary was shooting for top 10 too. But I don't know.
I really since last year I was 21st, I believe, and I just really, even since that day, I just wanted to make sure I got top 20 or top 15.
Yeah.
I'm actually really proud of my race today, and I just wanted to, me and Becca definitely pushed each other through this race. So
Yeah.
I'm really proud of myself and my teammates today, and I just really gave it all I had on the course, and I'm just really proud of myself.
All right. So what do you all think about today's course? Was it too hot, or it warmed up a little bit there? Feels good.
It was warmer than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it was. You all had a really warm region, right?
Yeah.
It was really hot, supposedly. All right. So are you all done now, or are you going to do any more postseason races, or?
I'm done for the season.
You're done. You're going to take your break.
I have a winter, kind of like an extra little season.
Okay. All right. So any other closing thoughts on today?
Good job.
Good job, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
How many seniors we got?
We have me and then Lakin.
Lakin?
I don't know where. We had another girl. We're not sure
So we
where
have
she
2
went.
MIA, I guess.
that ran, and then we have
And then we have
2 more.
Okay.
3 more.
3 more.
Okay. All right. So good job, girls.
Thank you.
Thank you.